Today's short is being brought to you by Goya Foods. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
Your daily game plan for success. It's Sachs in the Morning. Steve Sachs.
Hi, Steve Sachs here with Sachs in the Morning, and happy Wednesday today. It's good to be with you. Yesterday, we talked a little bit about personal evolution and some of the fears that come along with that. And today, we're going to go on the other side of it. Today, we're going to embrace it, okay? We're going to talk about some changes in our lives, but we're going to talk about it in the positive fashion, all right? Now, tomorrow, we're going to have a long-form guest, Corky Miller, who's a former catcher with the Cincinnati Reds, mostly in his career. And he's a guy that had to really struggle and fight for time played, but spent a lot of time in big leagues. And now he's an instructor with the big league club. So we're going to learn a lot from listening to Corky tomorrow. And some of the things that we talked about in the positive manner is something I found on Habits Buzz publication, online publication. And it talks about some of the things that we go through and how to positively deal with some of these changes that we're going to have in our lives. So I want to go through a couple of these things and add a little twist to it as well. So first thing it says is to accept the situation. Why? Why should we accept it? Because it's inevitable. Changes are going to happen to all of us. You know, there's going to be different things that happen in our life. There's going to be physical changes in our lives with our bodies and whatnot. So we've got to learn to embrace these things and just accept them, that it's just inevitable. Okay. The second thing that I want to talk about is trust in the journey. And here's two things I wanted to mention about have trust in that journey. One is that all these experiences are going to teach you a lot of things. They're going to teach us to adapt to new situations and live with the pain of loss, or which will eventually make us stronger to face different things in our lives. And also remember that when we go through these different changes, we become more sensitive. And the people who have experienced losses can also be seen serving others more, as they know the pain and can empathize with others more easily. Number three is embrace the unknown. I think you can look at it a couple of ways. You know, the unknown is something where it can be scary, you know, stepping out into a spot you've never been, or you can embrace it and look forward to it, as it could be very exciting as well. Okay, try new experiences and become resilient. Number five is acknowledge your fears. That's certainly an important thing, as we've all been through times in our life where the first step to being successful over something that's negative is to acknowledge the fear and then bite it right back in the face. We've all done that a time in our lives. And number six, how about this one? Look at how far you've come. I really like this one. It's almost like paying yourself a little bit of acceptance, paying yourself a little bit of a pat on the back. Never hurts. Okay, so when you come face to face with hard experiences, it sometimes helps to look back and count the number of times when you have faced similar experiences or worse. And it's almost like a reaffirmation that, man, you've gone through a lot and you're still here. So really, when you add all of it up, I think all of us can look back at times in our life and think, man, I was really, really worried about this certain thing, and it didn't turn out to be nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Or I had my heart set on getting that house. That's the house that I wanted to buy. That was my dream house, only to find out that somebody had bought it right from under you. And then as it turns out, you found one better. So in essence, you can only worry about what you can control. And that's it. And I know that seems, used a lot, but man, is it true? And also how you react to what happens to you. Those are pretty much what you have control of. The other things, not in your hands. So why sweat it, right? Change is going to happen and you can deal with it, or you cannot. And that's my short for today. If you like what you heard, give us a positive review, subscribe, and share. Also, remember that the Sachs in the Morning swag is now available on my Instagram site. Go to SachsInTheMorning_podcast. You'll see it right there on the Instagram, and just hit the link. Everything's there: mugs, hats, tumblers, you name it. Take advantage of it. And thanks to Al Hendrickson Toyota